super popular. It's easy to take a 22-foot long dumpster and put all your scrap in it, and then we come pick it back up, weigh it in, pay you for it. And it's kind of on the, like we talked about up front, you can do it with smaller stuff, help out individuals clean out a barn, or we can go up to a big tear down at a factory, or just, general scrap that rotates all the time from a factory. So a little bit of everybody.
Now, we're saying scrap, not trash.
Yes, yep. So we are into recycling any type of metal. We don't do any paper, plastics, cardboard, any of that stuff. That would be a whole nother realm of things to get into, and it would take a whole lot more people.
Now, another thing is you do pick apart.
Yep. So we save some cars that we think still have some parts left on that may be valuable, or say it's an older car that they're not going to make that car again. We may only sell one part off of it, and it may sit here a year, but that right guy comes along and gets it, and we hate seeing it get crushed if it's still got a little bit of usable stuff left in it. So we can pull it, they can pull it, we can price it either way.
You all are such good stewards and sponsors of our schools, area schools. Why is that important to you?
Well, I mean, we're rooted in this community. This is where we're from. We live here. Our kids go here. We've got family that works there and stuff, so it's just a big part to us. We like to give to people whenever we can, and then the schools is just a really helpful place to do that in.
What do you think people would be most surprised about this facility? So
our number one thing is cleanliness. A junkyard or scrapyard typically has a reputation for being nasty, flat tires, just not well kept. We try everything we can to keep this place really clean, keep everything picked up, and that's the number one thing a lot of people say have never been here is, wow, it's clean. I wasn't surprised, I wasn't expecting to see this, so.
Yeah, and it's not the landfill.
No,
Okay.
No, it's all scrap. All the customers unload on the concrete pad back here in the back. It stays blowed off, swept off. We just try to, it's hard, but we try to keep it as clean as we can just to make it simple like we talked about. People come in here, get unloaded, and get back out, and get their money.
Now, do you pick up cars?
Yes, yep, we do have a rollback. You just call the office and tell them, hey, I've got a junk car that's no longer good to me, or it's at the end of its life. And yeah, we can send our rollback out to pick it up gladly. So, and then you'll still get paid for it, so.
That's awesome. Well, Kobe, I want to thank you for having me here today and showing me around. And we did talk about your location.
Yes.
And sometimes people may be confused with where you're located.
Yes.
So let's explain that again.
So we're right off exit 91, about a mile off exit 91. It's 311 Steel Drive is the address. We're right next door to Doug's Towing and Recovery. They've been there a long time, pretty easy to find as well. If they ever have any questions, they can call us at 270-982-7206, and we'll be glad to give them directions how to get here. We're kind of at the dead end of this street almost, so it's kind of, we're not out on the main road, but we should be pretty easy to find for everyone.
Okay, well, thank you again, Kobe.
All right, no problem. Thank you all.
Thanks for the sponsorship, and we're going to get back to some of those exciting games.
Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal helps keep America clean.
Got a car that needs to be scrapped? Older furniture not working? We pay Todd down. Call Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling today. Family owned and operated for over 40 years.
Premier Metal Recycling Company, we even handled the unloading. Waddell's Auto and Scrap, now with 2 locations.
Do your part. Keep America clean.
What's my kind of bank? How about a rolls up their sleeves and gets to work kind of bank? Or a lives in my neighborhood and is always there for me kind of bank? Or a lets me focus on what's truly important to me kind of bank? Even a helps me find loans I didn't know existed kind of bank? West Point Bank, my kind of bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, I'm I'm Gina Ryan, Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. Today we're sitting with one of our longtime sponsors, West Point Bank, and Josh Hubbard, who is the president of West Point Bank, has been with us the whole time. So tell us, Josh, where did West Point Bank begin?
So West Point Bank actually began in West Point, which is in northern Hardin County. That was the first facility that the family that owns the bank now purchased, along with the Radcliffe office. And then we have since moved south. So we started in West Point, then Radcliffe, and then Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton. So we have 5 locations, I guess basically from the north end of the county all the way to the south end of the county.
The purpose, I'm assuming because you were close to Fort Knox, did that have any nature of being a bank too?
Obviously, with the economic impact that Fort Knox provides to this community and to this county, that factored into the decision to get into the Hardin County market.
Tell about the services that your bank provides.
So West Point Bank is a full-service bank. Again, we are located in Hardin County and a small portion of LaRue County. We are a full-service bank offering everything from loans, checking accounts, IRAs, CDs. If there's a service that you need in the banking business, we can pretty much do it.
And you have a wonderful staff. You want to talk about your staff?
We do. We have a staff of a little bit north than 50 employees, and I tell you, they make my job easy. In my opinion, they are the best staff of any bank, any organization throughout the community. We always strive to provide exceptional customer service, whether it's opening a deposit account, whether it's closing a loan, whatever we're doing, we strive to treat people the way that they need to be treated. Give them an honest answer, a timely answer, and just do everything we can to take care of them.
You are also big time sponsors in the community. So tell me about that vision.
Yes, it's very important for us to give back to the communities that we serve. We have, again, serving the north end of the county all the way to the south end of the county. If there's a festival, if there's a parade, if there's a fundraiser, we're usually there. We've done some other projects with ECTC, Baptist Health Hardin, the Chamber of Commerce. We really strive to give back to the communities that we reside in, that we do business in, because a lot of times the people that are working here live here, and
right.
It's important to give back.
Right. You may be having some new locations. Is that a possibility?
We're always looking for growth and expansion. Still kind of looking through a couple of areas, but yes, we have grown tremendously over the years at West Point Bank. I think it's a testament to the relationships that a lot of our staff has built with people in the community and word of mouth advertising. And yes, we have outgrown some of our facilities. We recognize that, and we'll see what comes out in the future. So, your sponsorship helps with our live sports coverage. And what sports did you participate in? Growing up, if it involved a ball, I pretty much played it. I wasn't always the best, but I certainly had a good time and learned a lot from sports. And I think that's why it's important for us to sponsor some of these local sports. Life is tough.
Yeah.
You're not going to win every game. You're not going to win every battle. You've got to learn how to win the right way. You've got to learn how to lose the right way. You have to work as a team. And sports a lot of times teach you a lot of life lessons. And we recognize at West Point Bank that a lot of these high school students, whether they play sports or not, in years to come are going to be leaders in this community. And it's important for us to sponsor this and hopefully, be a part of their growth in the future.
Mm-hmm. And how do people get in touch?
Yes, so they can stop by any of our branches. Again, West Point, Radcliffe, Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton. westpointbank.com. You can always call us as well too. The main number here is 270-763-8282, and stop in anytime.
Welcome to North Hardin. If you would please stand. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to North Hardin High School for tonight's 17th District Volleyball action. We're now going to turn it over to our PA announcer for tonight's starting lineups.
Number 1, Addison James. Number 2, McKenna Brown. Number 5, Lexi Davis. Number 6, Grace Godfrey. Number 8, Jessica Smallwood. Number 9, Stella James. Number 10, Beth Self. Number 11, Ella Brown. Number 12, Nancy Singleton. Number 14, Maya Moore. Number 15, Haley McAllister. Number 16, Taylor Simpson. Number 20, Charlie Whalen. Number 21, Layla Newsom. And number 22, Ava Holly. And now, Trojan Nation, make some noise for your North Hardin Lady Trojans! Number 4, Brooklyn Trujillo. Number 5, Asia Charles. Number 6, Scarlett Stevens. Number 7, Allie Atkins. Number 8, Lauren Brad. Number 9, JoJo Atkins. Number 10, Jada Perry. Number 11, Loli Beck. Number 15, Kaya Pointer. Number 20, Landry Howard. Number 21, Serenity Wimberley. Number 24, Alyssa Vanover. And number 28, Megan Ford. Good luck to all. Thank you.
So there we have the rosters for both teams. For Elizabethtown, coming in under Coach Bart Catlett, this will be their first match of the season. And for Jessica Wagner and the North Hardin Trojans, they come with an 0-1 record. Interesting, both of these teams will play next week against John Hardin. Elizabethtown will travel to John Hardin on Monday. And for the Trojans, they will host the Bulldogs next Tuesday here at Ron Bevers Gymnasium. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. So the starters on the court to start off for Elizabethtown. We'll have Ella Brown, Haley McAllister, Addison James, McKenna Brown, Jessica Smallwood, and Lexi Davis will be the libero. For North Hardin, Skylar Stevens, Allie Atkins, JoJo Atkins, Allison Vanover. The libero is Landry Howard, and also started as Jada Perry. Return point for E-Town. They were 1-0. And Grace Godfrey will check in. She heads to the service line. 1 serving 0. Vanover to Stevens. JoJo will send it over. Davis to James for Smallwood. Hits across, dug out by Howard. JoJo to Allie, got it over. James pops it up there. Smallwood gets the kill. The state rankings in volleyball came out earlier today in the Courier-Journal. Elizabethtown ranked number 3. Other 17th district team, Central Hardin, is ranked 17th. 2 serving 0. Howard unable to return it. Ace for Godfrey. 3 serving 0. That one sailed long. Service error, point for the Trojans. And Allie Atkins will head to the service line. 1 serving 3. Serenity Wimberly checks in on the front line. That one sails long. Point back to the Panthers. And it'll be Addison James who heads to the service line. 4 serving 1. Howard, and that's another ace for the Panthers. 5 serving 1. Allie to JoJo, outside Wimberly, down the line, it's in, gets the kill. Megan Ford checks in on the front line for the Trojans as Scarlett Stevens heads to the service line. 2 serving 5. Is the first one to 25, leading by 2. And it's the best 4 out of 5 sets. If we do go to 5th set, it'll be the best, or first one to 15, leading by 2. Service error, North Hardin point, E-Town. And the libero, Lexi Davis, will head to the service line. Macy Singleton checks in on the front line for the Panthers. 6 serving 2. That sails long. Back-to-back errors by both teams. Loli Barrios Castillo checking into the lineup for the Trojans. She'll head to the service line. 3 serving 6. Davis to James. Outside Brown goes across. That's on the in line. McKenna Brown with the kill. That'll get Ella Brown into the lineup. Freetown as Jessica Smallwood heads to the service line. 7 serving 3. And into the net. Point North. And it'll be Serenity Wimberly heading to the line. 4 serving 7. Brown not going to get it. Wimberly with the ace. 5 serving 7. service error back over to the Panthers. And McKenna Brown now heads to the line. Should be 8 serving 5. That goes wide. A lot of service errors here early in our first match. Tomorrow night we're back on the air to be football from Central Hardin High School as Atherton comes to take on the Bruins. Smallwood to James in the middle. Singleton. Singleton with the kill. AC Singleton now to serve. Haley McAllister checks in on the front line for E-Town. 9 serving 6. And into the net. Lexi Davis back in the back line for E-Town. Jada Perry checks back in on the front line for North Hardin. JoJo Atkins to serve. 7 serving 9. And there's an ace. 8 serving 9. Brown to James. Back row for Smallwood. She gets the kill. Jessica Smallwood verbally committed to ACC Power Pittsburgh earlier this year. Grace Godfrey now into the game for Elizabethtown. She heads to the service line. 10 serving 8. Vanover to JoJo for Allie. And blocked there by Smallwood. .11 serving 8. Vanover not able to get to it, so it'll be an ace for Godfrey. Here and at some other gyms, the ball can get up into the rafters. You can play it on your side of the net, but if it goes into the rafters and goes over the net, it is considered out, and the point goes to the other team. 12 serving 8. Back over. JoJo got it. Now Stevens sends it over. Davis to James. Outside. Smallwood. That's going to go wide. Point North. Lauren Bragg checked in the last point. Now she'll check out as Serenity Wimberly checks back in for North Hardin. Allie Atkins at the line. 9 serving 12. Again, we are in set 1. It's the best 3 out of 5. Davis to James. Smallwood will bump it over front line. Stevens to JoJo, sends it over hard. James pops it up. Smallwood back. Blocked on the front line by Stevens. 10 serving 12. Davis to James, and that's going to be a point North as James traveled under the net. 11 serving 12. That one's wide, and E-Town. Addison James now to the service line, 13 serving 11. And there's an ace. 14 serving 11. For Wimberly, that one blocked at the net, not able to return it. Point E-Town. With that, Coach Wagner will take a timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. As we come back out, Addison James will be at the line for the Panthers. 15 serving 11. Howard to JoJo at the net, blocked there. I think Wimberly might have been into the net when she hit that one. 16 serving 11. Hadn't blown the whistle yet. They're making sure the North Hardin's lineup is in the correct spots. (17 serving 11). That's long. Scarlett Stevens now at the line for the Trojans, 12 serving 17. And an ace for Stevens, 13 serving 17. Davis to Janes for Smallwood. Another kill for Jessica Smallwood. Macy Singleton will check in on the front line for the Panthers as Lexi Davis heads to the service line. 18 serving 13. That's an ace for Davis. Serving 13. Alley to the net, unable to return. Another ace for Davis. And North Hardin will take their last time out of set number 1. Then a reminder, we're back on the air tomorrow night with football action from Central Hardin High School as the Bruins will host Atherton. Next week, we have 4 games. Tuesday night, we'll have Central Hardin at North Hardin in boys soccer. Wednesday, it is Central Hardin at E-Town in girls soccer. Next Thursday, we're right back here at North Hardin as the Trojans will host the Central Hardin Bruins in volleyball action. And then next Friday night, it'll be Central Hardin at Elizabethtown in football action. Lexi Davis at the line for the Panthers. 20 serving 13. Alley to JoJo. Perry Dug out by Janes. Davis bumps it back line. Godfrey will send it over. Allie to JoJo. Back for Allie. Back line. Touched at the net. Godfrey gets to it. Janes will set it in the middle. Singleton with the kill. (21) serving 13. And another ace. 22 serving 13. Allie to JoJo. Perry will bump it back line. Davis is there to Janes. Cross for Smallwood. Another kill for Smallwood. 23 serving 13. And an ace. And it'll be set point for the Panthers. 24 serving 13. That'll finish it off as E-Town takes set number 1, 25-13. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom. Providing service for all your telecommunication needs, featuring BART, Protect What Matters Most, BBTEL Stream, watch TV from your BBTEL app. BBTEL Secure, a safer home awaits. BBTEL Blast, make the most of your Wi-Fi. Visit bbtel.com today. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Bardstown, Brandenburg, and South Louisville. For more information, go online at physicaltherapyky.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. Located off I-65, exit 91 at 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. It's been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank. Hometown banking made simple, with 5 locations in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. West Point Bank, working better together, online at westpointbank.com. Let's come out onto the court for the Trojans. Allie and JoJo Atkins, Scarlett Stevens, Megan Ford, Alyssa Vanover, and Jada Perry. And Landry Howard will be checking in as the libero. For Elizabethtown, as they come back out, Jessica Smallwood, Addison Jane, Haley McAllister, McKenna Brown, Grace Godfrey, Macy Singleton, and Lexi Davis will check in as the libero. This will be set number 2. Again, first one to 25, leading by 2. And E-Town will have the opening serve here in set number 2. It'll be Grace Godfrey at the line. 0 serving 0. Perry to JoJo. Outside alley. She'll send it back row. Brown to Janes in the middle. Smallwood swings. Vanover gets an arm on it. JoJo pops it up. Now alley will bump it back row. Davis is there to Janes. Outside. Smallwood again. This time no one gets it. Point E-Town. 1 serving 0. Vanover to JoJo. Now alley back line gets the kill. Point North. And it'll be JoJo Atkins at the line. 1 serving 1. Davis to Janes. Smallwood sends it over, gets the kill. And Addison James will now head to the service line. 2 serving 1. Vanover to Stevens. JoJo will send that one over. Davis, that one goes over the net. Unable to return it. Point Panthers. 3 serving 1. That one on the line. Ace. 4 serving 1. Vanover to JoJo, sent over. Brownson, or sorry, McAllister sent it right back. Perry not able to get that one back over. Point E-Town. Five serving 1. That one sails long. Point Trojans. Serenity Wimberley will check back in on the front line as Allie Atkins heads to the service line. 2 serving 5. Into the net. Point Panthers. Lexi Davis now serving for the Panthers. 6 serving 2. That one goes long. Both teams with several service errors in the first set. Seems like it might be carrying over to the second set as well. Scarlett Stevens now at the line for North Hardin. 3 serving 6. Smallwood to Janes. Back to Smallwood. It's the kill. Jessica Smallwood now at the line for E-Town, 7 serving 3. That one into the net. Point North. And lovely Barrios Castillo checking into the lineup for the Trojans. 4 serving 7. Smallwood to Janes. Outside. Brown sends that one over. Howard with it to JoJo. Now Wimberley backline. She gets the kill. Davis. That one blocked the net. Ooh. The officials One official pointed to E-Town, one official pointed to North. So the North Hardin player was over the net, and so point for E-Town. McKenna Brown will check in and head to the service line for the Panthers. 8 serving 5. Back to the middle. Allie Atkins sends that one over. Smallwood to James in the middle. Singleton just a tap. Ford pops it up. Howard not going to be able to return it, and it'll be a point for the Panthers. Nine serving 5. Lowly to Wimberly. Ford will send it back row. Smallwood, James. Now Singleton send it out. I'm going to call a carry. Singleton, I think it was in her hand a little too long. Point North Hardin. And Serenity Wimberly at the line. 6 serving 9. And this is set number 2. Brown to Howard. JoJo in the middle for Ford. She takes it off the blockers, gets the point. 7 serving 9. And that's going to be an ace. Eight serving 9. Into the net, service error, point for E-Town. Haley McAllister will come in. Actually, yeah, and she'll go to the front line as Taylor Simpson will head to the service line. 10 serving 8. Lily to JoJo across. Allie, that's wide. Yep. Point E-Town. North thought it might have been touched by an E-Town player, but officials don't agree. Point E-Town, 11 serving 8. That one goes long. Lexi Davis will check back in on the back line for E-Town. Scarlett Stevens checks back in on the front line for North Hardin. Landry Howard now to the service line. 9 serving 11. Kenna Brown to James, back for Smallwood. She gets the kill. And Grace Godfrey will check back in for E-Town as she heads to the service line. 12 serving 9. Service error. Jada Perry will check back in on the front line for North Hardin as JoJo Atkins heads to the service line. 10 serving 8. Davis played back in to be an ace for Atkins. 11 serving 12. Davis into the rafters, not able to get to it. Ace. 12 serving 12. Floats this one, Davis to James. Cross for Smallwood. Another kill for Smallwood. And Addison James will head to the line for E-Town. 13 serving 12. Van over to JoJo. Now Stevens over. Davis gets to that one. Smallwood. James will send it over. Van over to JoJo. In the middle, Stevens. Stevens towards the block. Point North. Serenity Wimberley will check in on the front line as Allie Atkins heads to the service line. 13 serving 13. Brown to James, right at the net. Smallwood just tips it over. Howard to JoJo. Outside, Wimberley, backline, that's wide. Point E-Town. Lexi Davis to serve for Elizabethtown. Macy Singleton checks in on the front line. 14 serving 13. Ace. Serving 13. Ace. 16 serving 13. Timeout, North Hardin. This is a Hardin County Educational Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company. It's been serving the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simpler. As we come back, Lexi Davis will be at the service line for the Panthers, 16 serving 13. Allie to JoJo. Stevens blocked at the net by Smallwood. (17) serving 13. Ace. That one caught the tape and goes over. 18 serving 13. And that'll be another ace. 4 of the 5 points from Davis' serve have been aces here. 19 serving 13. Into the net, service error. Megan Ford checks back in on the front line from North Hardin. Scarlett Stevens heads to the service line, 14 serving 19. And an ace for Stevens. 15 serving 19. Davis to James. Brown goes long. Point North. 16 serving 19. Davis to Janes in the middle. Smallwood, that one dug out by JoJo. Alley pops it up. Wimberly sends it back row. Godfrey gets that one. Janes outside. Smallwood. That one doesn't clear the tape. Point North. 17 serving 19. Smallwood. Overpass right to the net. It's going to be a double touch. Point North. Ace for Stevens. 18 serving 19. Godfrey to Janes in the middle. Smallwood blocked it from net by 4. Brown pops it up. Janes will send it over. Diving in is Alley, but not able to return it. Point E-Town. Ella Brown checks back in on the front line as Jessica Smallwood will head to the service line for the Panthers. 20 serving 18. To set number 2. Elizabethtown took set number 1, 25-13. Howard, JoJo, bumps for Alley. She'll go back line. Smallwood gets to that one, to Davis. Cross, Ella Brown. And Ella Brown with the kill. And North Hardin will take their last time out here in set number 2. Again, tomorrow night we are back on the air. Football action. As the first game, as the Central Hardin head coach, Lance Gregory, and the Bruins will take on Atherton. Tuesday night, it'll be boys soccer action as Central Hardin travels to North Hardin. Girls soccer action on Wednesday night is last year's 17th District and 5th Region final between Central Hardin and Elizabethtown. That'll be held at E-Town. Next Thursday, right back here at North Hardin for volleyball action as Central Hardin Bruins come to take on the Trojans. And then next Friday night, it will be Central Hardin at Elizabethtown in football action. Come back to action here. Jessica Smallwood will be at the service line. 21 serving 18. Alley to JoJo. Perry sends it back line. Misplayed off the back line. Point North. Lowly Barrios Castillo checks into the lineup for North Hardin. Heads to the service line. 19 serving 21. Brown to Janes in the middle. Singleton. She gets the kill. McKenna Brown heads to the service line for the Panthers. 22 serving 19. That's long. Point North. And Serenity Wimberly will be at the line for the Trojans. 20 serving 22. Smallwood to Jane. She just taps it over. Howard gets that one. Wimberly will pop it up. Allie Atkins will send it across the net. Davis gets it to Janes. In the middle, Singleton. And Singleton with another kill. Haley McAllister checking in on the front line. As Taylor Simpson will check in on the back line for E-Town. Simpson serving 23-20. Ace. And it's set point for the Panthers. 24 serving 20. Vanover to Howard. Bumps outside. Alley will send it back line. It's long. And E-Town takes set number 2. 25-20. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Featuring Bark, protect what matters most. BBTEL Stream, watch TV from your BBTEL app. BBTEL Secure, a safer home awaits. BBTEL Blast, make the most of your Wi-Fi. Visit bbtel.com today. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Bardstown, Brandenburg, and South Louisville. For more information, go online at physicaltherapyky.com. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. Located off I-65 at exit 91 at 311 Steel Drive in Elizabethtown. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrapping metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, hometown banking made simple, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. West Point Bank, working better together, online at westpointbank.com. Come back for a third set. On the court now for the Trojans, Megan Ford, JoJo Atkins, Allie Atkins, Scarlett Stevens, Jada Perry, and I apologize, I can't see the last one. It's on the opposite side. Landry Howard will be checking in as libero. For Elizabethtown, it's McKenna Brown, Ella Brown, Addison James, Jessica Smallwood, Macy Singleton, Maya Morris stepping out onto the court, and it'll be Lexi Davis as the libero for the Panthers. Lauren Bragg is the other starter for this third set for the Trojans. She's on the back line. North Hardin will have first serve here in this third set. JoJo Atkins hits to the line. Davis to Brown. Cross. Ella Brown will roll that one into the middle. Gets the point. Grace Godfrey now will check in as she'll head to the service line. 1 serving 0. Into the net, service error, point north. Serenity Wimberly will check in on the front line as Allie Atkins heads to the service line for the Trojans. Kenna Brown to Jane. Smallwood lines it up with the kill. Allie to JoJo. Outside Wimberly. She'll roll it to the middle. Janes to Davis. Bump sets for Smallwood. Big swing. That one's in on the back. Addison Janes to the service line for the Panthers. 3 serving 1. ace. 4 serving 1. JoJo over to Serenity, blocked at the net by Moore. Popped up, James to the middle. Davis able to get something on it, and Godfrey will send it over. JoJo Atkins to Howard. Wimberly back line, it's long. Point Panthers. Timeout, North Hardin. E-Town up 2-0 as we're here early in the third set. Won the opening set 25-13 and won the second set 25-20. Reminder, we're back on the air tomorrow night as it'll be Atherton at Central Hardin in football action. For both the Panthers and the Trojans, their next game will be against the John Hardin Bulldogs. On Monday night, Elizabethtown will travel to John Hardin to take on the Bulldogs, and next Tuesday night, the Trojans will host the Bulldogs here at Ron Bevers Gymnasium. Alley to JoJo for Wimberly. Touched at the net. Smallwood pops it up. Davis back across. Brown dug out by JoJo. Howard for Perry into the middle. Davis gets that one. James will set it up for Smallwood. Swings and she'll get the kill. Point E-Town. Alley to JoJo, outside Wimberly. That one went off the antenna. Point E-Town. Seven serving 1. Howard to JoJo. Perry will bump it over. Godfrey to James. Back sets for Brown, blocked at the net. So it didn't clear the tape. Said 4 hits on E-Town, which meant it didn't clear. Scarlett Stevens now serving for the Trojans, 2 serving 7. And that one doesn't clear the net. Service error. Landry Howard back in on the back line for the Trojan. Macy Singleton checks in on the front line for the Panthers. Lexi Davis to the service line. 8 serving 2. Howard back. JoJo pops it over. Davis to James, just going to dump it. Ball touched. Howard sends it now to Wimberly back line. Godfrey gets that one. James outside. Smallwood back line kill for Jessica Smallwood. 9 serving 2. Allie Atkins overserves it all the way back. Wimberly sends it back over. I don't think E-Town was quite ready for it. Point North. Lily Berrios Castillo checking into the lineup for the Trojans. She'll head to the service line. 3 serving 9. Davis to James. For McKenna Brown, blocked at the net by Ford. Point North. 4 serving 9. Godfrey to Janes for Smallwood. No one gets that one. Point E-Town. Ella Brown checks in on the front line for E-Town. Jessica Smallwood heads to the service line. 10 serving 4. That's long. Point North. Serenity Wimberley to the line now. 5 serving 10. That one sails long. Lauren Bragg back in on the back line for North Hardin. McKenna Brown to the service line for the Panthers. 11 serving 5. Catches the tape. Howard gets it. JoJo outside for Allie. Blocked at the net. Popped in there by Howard. JoJo again now for Ford. Touched at the net. Davis not able to get to it. Can't return it. Point North. Scarlett Stevens back in on the front line for North Hardin as Landry Howard hits to the service line. 6 serving 11. Smallwood to Janes for Singleton. She gets the kill. Maya Moore checks back in on the front line for E-Town. As Taylor Simpson checks into the service line. 12 serving 6. Bragg sends it all the way back over. McKenna Brown at the net, joust there, popped in the air, got back over. Janes gets it over. Stevens there, another joust. This Moore pops it back. Ella Brown will hit it up. Janes will send it over. Lowly to JoJo for Allie. She'll send it back row. Smallwood sends it all the way back over. Stevens pops it, and then JoJo Atkins able to get it over. Janes outside. Ella Brown back row. It's long. Point North. Oh. Point North. Coach Catlett asking if there was a player under the net during the action at the net. 7 serving 12. Smallwood to Janes. Outside Ella Brown. Back row Bragg sends it all the way back over. Davis to Janes. She'll dump it over. Gotten to. Now JoJo Atkins back line. Brown to Janes. Back sets for Smallwood. That one off. Lowly dug it out. Atkins. Now Stevens sends it over. Davis will send it back row. Bragg to JoJo. Outside Allie. She'll just tap it to the back row. Davis gets that one. Janes going to dump it over. Allie gets that one. JoJo tries to send it over into the net. Point E-Town. Grace Godfrey now to serve for Elizabethtown. 13 serving 7. Lowly to JoJo. In the middle, Stevens back line. Davis gets that one to Janes across. Bumped over by Smallwood. Lowly gets that one. JoJo outside. Stevens taps it over. Smallwood able to get it. Stevens sends it right back. McKenna Brown gets it. Janes for Smallwood, and she gets the kill. .14 serving 7. Bragg to Stevens. Miscommunication. Point E-Town. 15 serving 7. Lowly to JoJo. That one's going to clear the net. Tap back over Stevens. to Lowly. Now Stevens again sends it over. Davis has that one to Janes for Smallwood. Backline dug out by Bragg at the net, popped over. McKenna Brown gets to it. Janes will set Smallwood again. This time right down the line. Kill for Smallwood. Macy Singleton back in on the front line. I think she's looking to sub in, and we will. Ava Holly now to check in. She'll be on the back line for the Panthers. Grace Godfrey serving. 16 serving 7. Bragg to JoJo outside for Allie. Holly gets to that one. McKenna Brown. Godfrey sends it over. Lowly to JoJo for Allie. And she goes off the blockers and gets the kill. Point North. And JoJo Atkins now to the line for the Trojans. 8 serving 16. Ace. 9 serving 16. Ace. 10 serving 16. Service fault, stepped on the line. Bragg gets that one to JoJo for Allie. That one off the blockers, gets the kill. 11 serving 17. Serenity Wimberly back in on the front line for North. Ace. 12 serving 17. That's long. Point E-Town. Macy Singleton back in for E-Town. So Lexi Davis heads to the service line. 18 serving 12. Allie to JoJo, back to Allie. That looked like a double hit. Falls in, point. Oh, they both say it was double, okay. Point E-Town. 19 serving 12. JoJo outside. Wimberly blocked at the net by Singleton, popped up. Allie outside Wimberly again. Smallwood pops that one up. Jane sets it for McKenna Brown. Backline, JoJo gets that one to Howard. Wimberly sends it over. Godfrey got to it diving. And Janes, as she was diving for it, went under the net. Point North. Scarlett Stevens now at the line for the Trojans. That's Megan Ford checked back in on the front line. Now the official's going to talk it over. I bet as the argument is that there have been players on both sides that have gone under the net and it hasn't been called if they were diving for a ball or getting to a ball on their own side that stayed on their side. And on that one, Janes is diving. Her arm shoulder did go over the line, but she popped the ball and kept it on the same side of the court. Good, tomorrow night we'll be back on the air. Atherton comes to take on Central Hardin in football action. So Stevens serving, 13 serving 19. Davis to Janes for Smallwood. Smallwood with the kill. Ella Brown back in on the front line for the Panthers as Smallwood heads to the service line. 20 serving 13. Service error. Lovely Castillo into the lineup now. 14 serving 20. Smallwood able to get it back over. Ella Brown hit it, and this one gonna land just on the line in the back. Point North. $15 serving 20. Davis to Janes for McKenna Brown. Back line, kill. Point E-Town. McKenna Brown will head to the service line. 21 serving 15. Lowly to JoJo across. Alley will send it into the net. Point E-Town. 22 serving 15. North Hardin will take a timeout. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Again, next week we will have 4 games on the slate. Tuesday night we will be here at North Hardin for boys soccer action as the Central Hardin Bruins come to take on the Trojans. Wednesday night it will be girls soccer action at Elizabethtown as they will host the Central Hardin Bruins. Thursday night Central Hardin hits the road and they'll come here for volleyball action against the Trojans. And next Friday night it'll be Central Hardin and Elizabethtown squaring off at E-Town in football action. Come back here, McKenna Brown service line, 22 serving 15. That goes wide. Point North. And Serenity Wimberly now heads to the line for the Trojans. 16 serving 22. Kenna Brown to Janes in the middle. Singleton just taps it over. JoJo gets that one. Landry pops it up. Lowly will send it over. That was sent back over by Singleton. JoJo Atkins backline. Davis gets to it. Smallwood touches it. Singleton will send it over. Allie to JoJo. Back for Allie Atkins. Just tapped over. Ella Brown gets that one. Now they back set for Smallwood. That one's long. Point North. (17) serving 22. Smallwood to James. Singleton back in the middle. Big swing. Point E-Town. Lauren Bragg checks back in for North on the back line. Taylor Simpson will check back in on the back line for the Panthers and serve. 23 serving 17. Touches the net. Bragg gets it. Howard pops it up. JoJo Atkins sends it over. Smallwood to Janes for more. That one doesn't clear the tape. Point North. Lexi Davis back in on the back line for Elizabethtown. Scarlett Stevens back in on the front line for the Trojans. As Landry Howard heads to the service line. 18 serving 23. Sent over. Howard digs that one out. Allie to JoJo. She'll bump it back line. Davis gets that to Janes. Back sets for Smallwood. Back line. Hill. And E-Town will serve for the match. Grace Godfrey checking back in. She'll head to the service line. 24 serving 18. Bragg to JoJo over. Godfrey gets that one to Janes. On the outside, Smallwood just taps it. She gets the final point. And E-Town wins set number 3, 25-18, and takes the match 3-0. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. And we'd like to thank all of our student workers for tonight's broadcast. Blue Lily Bearden, Gerald Russell, Danielle Weidman, all under the direction of Mr. John White. Again, we're back on the air tomorrow night as it'll be football action from Central Hardin High School. For all of us here at HCEC-TV, I'm Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.